Good morning, gentle people. Today is October 13th, and if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Let's see what October 13th has to say. What's the message for October 13th? What is the message for October? Oops. For October 13th. Okay, I see some popping out. Here's one, and here's another. All right, let's see. This says, ooh, take your troubles to a tree. Take your troubles to a tree. And then this one has devout spirit. Devout spirit. Listen, you know I have a favorite tree? I have 3 favorite trees. Can they all be my favorites? I think so. I have 2 trees at my bus stop, and I talk to them. I don't think they like me very much, but I do like them. And then I have another tree. It's by the Burger King. When I pass by my job, when I'm leaving, I'll walk right past her and I'll say, hey, how you doing? Her name is Helen. Anyway, I do touch Helen every time I pass by her. And I talk about the seasons real quick in passing, right? And I talk to her about my day, and I ask her how she's doing. Maybe you need to also take those things that are troubling you, right? You might be having some weird thoughts. You might be having some weird dreams. You might be wondering where you're going, or if this repetitive cycle that you're in, or this repetitive behavior that you engage in, is actually fruitful for you. And you know, the wonderful thing about trees is that they're not judgmental. They're not here to judge us. They've been through everything that we've been through in their own way, right? They have. And they don't judge because they've gone through it too. So you can bring all of those things you might be shameful of. If, let's say, maybe you have a sex addiction. Maybe you have an eating disorder. Maybe you have suicidal thoughts that you don't go through with. But they're behaviors that you continuously do. You can talk to nature. You could bring your troubles there. Let's say it's not any of that. Let's say you've been trying to have a child. And it's not happening. You could come to a tree. There's a specific tree, a ceiba tree, that you can go to, and she is the connection between heaven and earth. She grows so big. And in the past, our ancestors used to lay our deceased there at the root of at the foot of an iroko tree. An iroko tree, which is the ceiba tree, also is where you petition to have a child, if that's what you're going for. Either way, whatever it is that you're actually going through, what they're really asking you is to be devout to yourself, devout to nature, devout to your ancestors. You don't need much else. You don't need to be devoted to praying like the rosary here. You don't have to be Christian. You don't have to be subscribed to any type of religion per se, but you do need to be spiritual. You need to go within. You need to go in nature. You could be devout to Mother Nature herself, and she, along with your ancestors, will bring you this. Maybe it's your family that's giving you troubles and you can't see a way out. And so you engage in these behaviors. Dedicate yourself and dedicate your family to nature, to the spiritual side of things, to prayer and meditation. Look, meditation doesn't have to be there sitting in like this. No. Meditation can be putting on, this is what I do. When I'm painting, when I'm engaged in painting, I'll put a song on repeat, on a loop, so that I can stay in that same groove for the entirety of the time that I'm painting. That is a meditation. Anyway, I hope this was useful. Please walk in joy. Know that this place is sacred, divine, and special just because you're here. Ashe.